With Valentine's Day just around the corner,
Love is in the air.
We have some fabulous finds under $1,000.
Let's do it. So here we are then, myself, Anthony.
And me, Jenna.
Back with another episode of Effy TV. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. If it's your first time, this is a really quick 20-minute show. For this particular episode, we have got you covered. If you don't have a huge budget, but you still want to treat yourself or maybe your loved one, because it's coming up to Valentine's.
Are you buying me something
special? No, we don't have that kind of relationship,
This is
Jenna.
true.
Well, you know that.
This is true.
People will start to talk. Anyway, what have we got?
We have an incredible tanzanite piece. I thought we'd start off the show with a classic look. I mean, at Effy, we've been designing jewelry for over 40 years. We're actually the largest jewelry manufacturer in North America. So we do everything from day-to-day classics to ornate wearable works of art. But I thought we could kick off our under $1,000 show with a beautiful timeless tanzanite ring.
Just look at this ring.
It is
Isn't
it incredible?
Beautiful.
It's
Look
big.
at the colour. It's big, it's beautiful, it's got the most incredible purpley blue shade, which is what you want when you're looking at tanzanite.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's what makes tanzanite so special compared to any other colored gemstone. You know, when you're looking at a colored gemstone, normally you just get a bright, vibrant color. But when you look at tanzanite, you get that intense, beautiful, kind of bluish, violet color, but it also has the ability to sparkle and glitter, kind of like that of a diamond. You get a lot of personality in the stone.
Well, you talk about diamonds. This also has a halo of diamonds, as you can see here.
And diamonds make everything better.
Diamonds running onto the shoulder as well. So look at that.
Yeah, no,
Beautiful.
there's just like a wrap of sparkle around your hand, and it's a real delicate kind of line on the shoulders of the ring of sparkle, so it doesn't overpower the piece. And it's a really low-profile ring, so it's easy to wear. It's not going to catch on, say, a sweater or jeans or like an everyday wear. So I really think this is a perfect Valentine's Day gift. And we just started our Valentine's Day sale.
That's good. That means you're going to get extra savings.
Yeah, on everything. Everything at effyjewelry.com, including this ring. It has additional savings at the checkout. No code required.
Well, that's good, so you don't have to start remembering codes. Here's the thing. If you want to order anything, it's very simple. You can either go to effyjewelry.com, that's our website, or if you're watching on Facebook, depending on whether you're on a phone or a desktop, it'll either have a row of products at the bottom or at the side. And you can kind of scroll through those. All the products we're featuring will be there. It's entirely up to you. If you're watching on Instagram, you can also find a listing of all the products there as well.
Yes.
Whichever way you want to go, but effyjewelry.com is where you can look at those pieces and browse the entire collection. Because remember, as Jenna said, every item on the website,
additional
special
discount
price.
at the checkout.
Very nice indeed.
I know, it's an incredible opportunity.
Okay, let's move on to our next piece. What have we got next?
Matching earrings.
Oh, you're so put together.
I know. Well, I thought, hey, I was wearing a bluish purple dress. I thought, why not put on... You have a blue jacket.
I wore blue velvet.
But
I promise not to sing again because it was truly terrible.
Yeah,
I know.
well, we've talked about that.
Yes.
But these earrings are another timeless classic. And really with the savings that you have available right now at effyjewelry.com, you could probably get both and make an incredible Valentine's Day gift.
That would be a very nice put together set. Matching set. Sometimes you don't want to be too matchy-matchy, but sometimes just the earrings, especially if it's quite a simple design, it can work really effectively.
Well, and these are substantial. I mean, they are stud, oval cut tanzanite studs. They have that
Turn your
diamond
head a little bit
halo.
so we can actually see them. There you go. Perfect.
But look, I mean, they're substantial. I mean, they fill my whole earlobe. Isn't that amazing?
They do. They look great.
And to think that you can get a discount on top of the normal discount.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's the question, isn't it, really? If you've never bought from us before, as we said, we've been around for over 40 years now. We are North America's largest jewelry manufacturer. We supply millions of pieces of jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
It's a staggering amount, worn by celebrities, worn by models, A-listers, and people like you who just want beautiful jewelry at a great price. That's the good thing.
And that was the original vision that Mr. Effy had when he came over and started Effy Jewelry, was he wanted to find a way to share beautiful things with the world. And he does that through jewelry and incredible jewelry design and quality.
Indeed he does. So if you love the look of the ring or the earrings, effyjewelry.com, or alternatively use the little boxes on social media that you can find those products there as well. And that will click you and you can take you through to the ordering process.
Yes.
Fabulous.
And the amazing thing about Effy is that we work with all kinds of different gemstones. We've got diamonds, we've got tanzanite, and we have incredibly unique designs like this pearl necklace right here.
Is that next?
Yes.
Look at that. What a flawless segue into the next piece.
Isn't that amazing?
I
It's
like
a
it
collar.
because this is for me, it's a bit more of a contemporary take on the classic pearl necklace.
Yes, I would agree. I think it's much younger.
Yes.
You say contemporary because you use fancy words. I just say younger. I called you fancy. Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
But this is a very light necklace.
Yes.
It's very airy feeling, but it has a very sophisticated presence. Like I could easily see this being worn with a simple like camisole top, jacket, easy neckline. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece.
It really is.
Yeah.
Just simple, clean, classic look. You've got the yellow gold, which contrasts beautifully with the colour of those pearls. Well, that beautiful pearlescence, hence the name from that. But, it's just a gorgeous looking piece. And if you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe you don't have any pearls in your collection, you've been looking and waiting for something that isn't necessarily the traditional pearl necklace, this definitely could be a piece that's
Absolutely. And I think this is actually one of, everything's under $1,000. Everything's under $1,000, but this is actually one of the most affordable pieces that we feature on the show.
Okay.
So it's a great giftable idea.
Not going to tell you the price,
no,
but you can actually
the mystery out of it.
You can actually find it just by looking at the little boxes on the screen, or going to effyjewelry.com to place your order.
But when you put it in your basket,
that is true.
That's
so,
when you see the extra
so the price you see on the little social media tabs, they're not the final price.
No.
It's going to be less.
Not if you shop soon.
Well,
and you take advantage of the sale.
There's a reason to do that right now. Effyjewelry.com, head there and place your order, and you could be enjoying this, or the ring, or the earrings, or what's next?
Well, I think, what about doing one of the pieces from our most popular collection? What truly put
the watercolors collection?
Yes, and because our work with color gemstones is what originally put Effy on the map.
Okay,
Look at this now. Of course, as you mentioned, we have luxury boutiques all over, primarily on cruise ships, but this piece right here is from our watercolors collection.
There you go.
It's done in yellow gold. It's encrusted with beautiful white diamonds, and it has multicolored sapphires.
Look at this.
Stunning?
Beautiful. I love this crashing wave over the different stones below it. So you've got the pinks, the yellows, the greens.
It's just a real beautiful, playful piece of jewelry.
Look at that. And that simple, highly polished gold circle encompassing the whole design. It's just a really fabulous piece, especially if you love a life on the ocean waves. If you're a regular viewer, you will know that I've lived a life of piracy.
No, we've been through this.
It was either piracy or cruise directing. It was one of the two, but it was definitely one of them. But I love living on the ocean, and I know many of you are avid cruisers as well, because we have a lot of people who come to us having known about Effy through cruising. Like I said, boutiques on almost 100 ships?
Something like that, yeah.
It's a huge number.
I mean, we're the biggest name in jewelry in the cruise ship industry, for sure.
So there you go. So we have a lot of people who've done that. But maybe you've never cruised, but you just love
the ocean,
these ocean designs.
And, I mean, it's just a beautiful piece. And what's really incredible, now when you go to effyjewelry.com, you can shop by collection, you can shop by the web ID number that we have at the bottom of the screen if you want this piece. But when you look at the watercolors collection, I think what makes that collection so popular is the simple fact that it's one piece of jewelry that you can, ladies, literally wear with every single piece of clothing you already have in your wardrobe. It just matches everything.
I think this is such a fabulous piece. If
really
you agree and you want to place an order, look at that. Look at how the stones sparkle as well.
And it's a bunch of different shapes of stones. I mean, that's part of the artistic quality of our design team, is they take different colored gemstones and different shapes and put it together into one beautiful piece of jewelry. Wow. I mean, it is true. It's a true craft. So
never a better time to order than right now. Take advantage of that special pricing for Valentine's Day. You don't have to be buying it for Valentine's. You could just buy it because you love it. And that's always a good reason to buy jewelry.
A to me, love me gift.
Exactly.
I buy lots of those.
All right, let's move on to our next piece.
Well, we could go with, I was thinking a more traditional spin on sapphires, and this is a beautiful piece. It is a white diamond and blue sapphire starfish pendant. Isn't that amazing?
That's fabulous.
And to think, I mean, look how, it's such a great design, and it has so much personality to it. It's not just a basic starfish, there's just a lot of play with it. And I think that the way that they set those sapphires to catch extra light at multiple angles, it kind of has like a pillowed look, which just adds a little bit of dimension and, glamour to the piece.
It's not a huge pendant, but it just has enough sparkle to really catch the eye.
Well, and it's done right.
Yeah, exactly.
And
for me, blues and whites go together so well. That's just the ocean itself, isn't it? The crashing of the waves with the white and then the deep blue sea. I mean, this has both of those things, and you can see just how pretty this is. Once again, a great price. Remember, this show is fabulous finds under $1,000. Every piece, some of the pieces are way under $1,000. So.
Way under, yeah. Way under. You sure you don't want to buy me something? Still no. Okay.
I think your husband would be questioning why I'm buying you jewelry.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, fine. Here, look. Okay. Very pirate-like
Very
just for you.
That it is. Ahoy,
All right, so
lad.
this piece right here is really spectacular. Now, this comes from our sterling silver collection. So when you're looking at this, what you have is a really beautiful blue topaz cushion cut stone. And what's really unique about it is it's actually faceted across the top of the stone, which is what gives it that additional sparkle. Done with an anchor, and it kind of has a really unique chain. The chain comes with it. But you can see that even the bail of the piece is a part of the design element. It almost looks like it's held on with a part of that rope.
Look at that. It's just wrapping all the way across that piece.
Exactly. Like it looks like the rope starts at the bottom of the anchor and then it comes up and the rope is a part of the bail. I just think that's such an incredible design by our team. And
actually the bail on this, as you can see, it's quite a substantial size. So maybe if you wanted to put it on a different chain, you could. I probably wouldn't, just because I like the effect of this rope chain. I think it works really well with the actual design of the piece itself.
But if you wanted to put it on a longer one to wear it maybe over a higher neck shirt or just have a different look, it's definitely a substantial enough sized pendant that you're going to be able to kind of have a little bit of diversity of how you wear it. But it's a definite statement piece.
It really is. And you got that little bit of gold accent in there as well.
Oh yeah, and that I think that's part of, you know, the difference between wearing just jewelry and designer jewelry. And that's kind of what sets Effy apart, is our incredible design team and the fact that they've all mentored under Mr. Effy, who still works side by side with them every single day.
He really does. I mean, he's been there for over 40 years. He started the company and he's still integral on a day-to-day basis to the whole jewelry making process. He'll sit there sketching in the morning and then he'll wander the factory in the afternoon to make sure everything is being made as it should be. I mean, he didn't want to send pieces off to be made elsewhere. He vowed to produce everything right there in the heart of the Diamond District.
And what's really amazing is that Effy is still it's a family-owned company. And when you buy a piece of Effy jewelry, you can feel the difference. You become part of our family. And I think that's really what sets Effy apart from just a typical jewelry company.
All right, let's move on to our next piece then.
Fantastic. Now, I thought we could mix it up with a different medium. And this is something that you don't normally see in a piece of jewelry. At least I don't see it very often. But look at this right here. Now, this is done with diamonds, yellow gold, and look at that stone in the back. A beautiful
abalone.
Natural abalone, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
And it has the pendant itself has a classic shape, right? Because it's just a simple kind of circular pendant, almost like a disc. It's not super dimensional, it's not heavy, but look at the attention to detail. Like, how hard is it to lay the gold seamlessly over that abalone stone?
I mean,
it's just incredible.
Look at that.
Yeah. I think it's
I love how it's almost like ripples in water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like an endless... Yeah, it's just really a beautiful... And what's interesting is you have a variation of color, but because it's so natural, it has that very organic, simple, even though it's a complex piece, it's a very simple feel to it.
Exactly. So if you once again love this, we've got quite a few pieces that are kind of inspired by the ocean. We've got some fun little pieces coming up in just a second, so stay watching. But I like this because it's something different. You don't often see abalone shell incorporated into jewelry designs.
Definitely not.
Certainly not fine jewelry designs, because everything that we produce at Effy is fine jewelry. It's not fashion or costume jewelry. It's all fine jewelry, so in gold, sometimes silver, precious gemstones, semi-precious gemstones. So this really is high quality. And you can see from the design, it's just got everything that you'd want.
Well, and what's really amazing is, every single piece of Effy jewelry, regardless if it's, under $1,000 or if it's over $1,000, every single piece with the Effy name has a lifetime guarantee, and that's for the lifetime of the piece. So we want you to wear your jewelry. We want you to enjoy your jewelry. Jewelry shouldn't be something that you buy and you wear once in a while. You should get to enjoy it every single day.
Exactly. So, if you like this, either click on one of the little tabs here on social media, or alternatively just head to effyjewelry.com, head to the website, and remember, the final price at checkout will be lower than the price you see because we have a special discount running for Valentine's Day. There's no promo code needed though. You literally just go to checkout. When you do that, it will show you the final price.
Right, and this is definitely one of the biggest sales that we do all year long. Normally there's some exclusions, there's some pieces that can't have a discount. There is a discount on everything right now at effyjewelry.com.
Fabuloso. Yes. All right,
okay.
Let's move on to our next piece then. What have we got next?
I want to do this little guy right here. I think he's so cute. Okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
Look at him. How
little
fun.
seahorse.
Look how cute this guy is right here.
So once again, you've got gold here and you've also got diamonds.
And it has a lot of attention to detail. I think that's what's really incredible about the way that we've actually created this piece. You can see the attention to detail in the seahorse and how it's shaped and how its fins are done. There's a lot of dimension to the piece, even though it's not a huge, substantial piece of jewelry.
No, but it's got that attention to detail, which is what you want. Once again, it's a smaller piece, but it still has such a great effect.
Yeah, there's no cutting corners when it comes to the attention to detail or the design quality for sure. I mean, you can even see the texture that they put into the gold on the seahorse itself just to add a little bit more to the piece.
Yeah, it's a great shot on that close-up. You can just see how much detail is on this, and its eye, once again, is a diamond as well. It comes with the chain, so it's the complete look. And remember, every piece on the website right now has got a special discount because of Valentine's Day. You will find that when you go to actually check out. We have so many different types of jewelry, everything from $100 to $1 million at Effy Jewelry. So whatever your budget, whatever your taste, I can pretty much guarantee you will find it on our website.
Yeah, and what's really amazing about shopping at effyjewelry.com is that you can cater your shopping experience. So if you know you want to shop by a gemstone, if you want to shop, this is from our Seaside collection, if you wanted to shop the watercolors, or if you know there's a certain budget you want to be in, you can set the way that you shop to kind of fit how you like to shop.
Indeed. All right, time to move on. Next up, what have we got?
I think we should bring out this killer men's ring done in sterling silver. Now look at this. Again, attention to detail and really unique design. It's actually almost like a cushion shape where it's got these rounded corners, right? Isn't that amazing? And it looks like the silver is kind of woven amongst itself. I
love the satin finish on this.
Yes.
I like things a little bit more understated. Maybe you're the same, or maybe the gentleman in your life is the same. But it just has a bit of a sophisticated look, I find.
It does. And there's that contrast, too, where it really makes that satin stand out. Still understated, but the fact that there's a high polish kind of here on the sides almost frames that satin and that silver finish work.
Exactly.
Which really, I think, just kind of sets it apart from a typical men's ring. And that's one of the things that Effy is known for in the jewelry industry is our extensive men's collection.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, it actually fits. This one, actually,
look!
It's a rare thing.
How
Normally
many
the rings,
episodes?
We've done this is episode 20-something, but it's we've done a lot, and the pieces never seem to fit. Yes, there you go. So look at that.
Yeah.
I think that looks pretty good, actually.
No, definitely. And I mean, actually, it looks much more fitting on a hand. I think it looks kind of big when it was on the stand, but it's really, that's a great looking ring.
Yeah, you see, I don't really wear rings very often, but I have to say I like this a lot.
It's different.
Yeah, it's not too much. It's just simple. I know there's a lot of guys who maybe like the idea of wearing jewelry but never really gone for it because they're just not sure what kind of thing to go for. They don't want anything too much. This, I mean, it's so wearable as well because it's very smooth across the finish of this. You're not going to catch it on anything, which I think is an important thing as well when guys are wearing jewelry, especially if you work with your hands.
Yeah. No, I think I like it. I'm just staring at it because I just like it, I think. And I'm not used to seeing you have rings on, so there's that too.
There you go. All right, so you'll find this on the website at effyjewelry.com, or you can click or slide along the little tiles at the bottom of the screen or at the side, depending on how you're watching us, where you're watching us. Facebook or Instagram, they all do it in slightly different ways. But you can click on those or just go to the website. It's entirely up to you.
Okay, are you ready for our last piece?
Are we at the last piece already?
We already are.
Shut the front door.
Look at this piece right here. Isn't that cute?
That's pretty, isn't it? So another anchor, but very different from the last anchor that we were looking at. This one is just fully encrusted with diamonds, as you can see there. Lots of bling. And it's got those two highly polished tips on the anchor bits. Yeah. That's such a technical term. You'd think being a pirate, I would know what was what.
The points of the anchor?
I left that to the able seamen.
Oh, is that it?
They're the ones who used to the crew, yes.
Yeah. Not only are anchors very fashionable right now, and it's a very fun piece of jewelry, but again, keeping in mind that everything that we're featuring right now is under $1,000, and then you have that additional discount because of the Valentine's Day sale, this would be a fantastic gift. It's done in white gold with the white diamonds, and you can see that the diamonds aren't set flush. They're actually set at a bit of an angle, which is what's giving it that sparkle from all sides, and I think that's really a hallmark of some of the Effy designs, is we don't just set diamonds into gold. We make sure we set them at the right angle to capture the absolute most amount of light.
Look at that. It just sparkles away.
It's such a classic, simple design, but it's done so well. I mean, even the detail of having the diamonds on the bail itself to add that little extra level of elegance. I think it's a fantastic piece.
So if you've never bought from us before, you think, oh, do I go for it? Well, bear in mind, we are North America's largest jewelry manufacturer. We have been around for over 40 years. We have legions of fans who have been buying with us for decades. They really become collectors, a lot of people who buy into Effy, because we have so many beautiful designs. Started by that one man, Mr. Effy Hamatian, over 40 years ago, run by himself and his two sons, Bobby and Benny, who are an integral part of the business as well. Based in the heart of New York City in the Diamond District, our customer service is right there in New York as well. So you're really buying into an American company. Everything's made here. The support is here as well. So give us a shot if you've never tried us before. And bear in mind, you've got that lifetime guarantee on every single piece of jewelry that we ship.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity.
Unbelievably, that is the end of the show. I told you it was going to be a nice quick show for you. We try and get out. Hopefully you saw something during the show that caught your eye. If you didn't, well, my advice would be head to effyjewelry.com and just search for whatever your maybe favourite gemstone is or whatever favourite colour of gold is. Whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean, every birthstone you can possibly imagine. We specialise in coloured gemstones, so there is thousands of people or pieces of jewellery on our website. Indeed. So the holiday is here. The discount applies to everything, so you might as well head over to effyjewelry.com.
All right, that is it from us. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.